the driver's seat of her father's car.
For 6 days, Charline Rosemond's family searched tirelessly for her until her father's car was found in a Somerville parking lot.
She had been shot in the head from behind, the bullet going right through the headrest of the driver's seat.
Investigators say the 23-year-old was set up, her friend Roberto June telling her he could get her a good deal on a new car if she paid cash. This photo showing her withdrawing $4,100 at the bank in 2009.
There was no cash found with her at the time her body was found, suggesting that the motive was robbery.
The district attorney says Charlene's friend was working with now 38-year-old Heinsky Anacreon. They say Anacreon worked off the books at a car dealership and had access to this Lexus, the same model Charline wanted to buy. Investigators say the two men shared a bottle of champagne after the murder, which was later found during a search of Roberto June's home, along with cases for guns and latex gloves. Even with strong leads early on, the DA says it took years to build a case they believe will stand in court.
We did not have enough to meet that high burden, and it has taken us this time in going through this case and getting to a place where we are confident.
The district attorney says the friend that set up Charline, Roberto June, died last year, but the DA tells me she does believe he was involved with the murder and tried to hide it from police. Heinsky Anacreon was indicted for murder. He's set to be arraigned at a later date. Live in Woburn, Emily Maha, WCVB News Center.
She thought she was buying her dream car. Instead, she was walking straight into a nightmare. Charline Rosemond was 23 years old. Vibrant, ambitious, and full of plans for the future. Living in Everett, Massachusetts, she worked hard at a Toyota dealership in Brighton and had saved up $4,100 in cash. It was April 2009, and she was excited. She had found a Lexus she wanted to buy. A close friend, Roberto June, told her he knew someone who could hook her up with a deal. She trusted him. Why wouldn't she? They had known each other for years. But what Charline didn't know was that the deal was a trap. She left work on April 7, 2009, and that was the last time anyone saw her alive. She stopped responding to texts around 9:15 p.m. Her family, frantic and terrified, reported her missing the next day. Then came the discovery no one was ready for. 6 days later, on April 13th, her lifeless body was found slumped in her father-gray Honda Civic, hidden behind a convenience store in Somerville. She had been shot in the head through the headrest, execution style. The cash was gone. The Lexus was a lie. Investigators searched for answers but hit wall after wall. What they did find chilled them. At June's home, they recovered 2 gun cases, latex gloves, and an empty champagne bottle. Prosecutors would later say the men celebrated the murder. While Charline's family wept and begged for answers, the people responsible for her death were toasting their success. The case went cold. June was convicted only of perjury. He maintained his innocence in the killing and took it with him to the grave when he died in 2024. But secrets don't stay buried forever. Heinsky Anacreon, the man who allegedly supplied the murder weapon, a powerful .44 Magnum, was still alive. Investigators circled back, and in a 2024 proffer session, he made a critical mistake. He told them he had thrown the gun into a river. That small detail, buried in an ocean of lies, cracked the case open. In April 2025, the grand jury indicted him for first-degree murder and obstruction of justice. In May, Anacreon stood before a judge, no longer protected by time or silence. He pleaded not guilty, but the evidence, the betrayal, the manipulation, the cold celebration, paints a much darker picture. She thought she was buying a car. She was buying her way into a trap. And those closest to her were already raising their glasses.
Charges in a cold case. 38-year-old Heinsky Anacreon is accused in the death of 23-year-old Charline Rosemond in 2009. She was found shot to death in a car in Somerville. Anacreon has pleaded not guilty to all charges. Prosecutors say that Rosemond had told loved ones she was going to buy a used car. She was seen at a bank withdrawing money. The Middlesex DA says the suspect and another man convinced her to bring cash to a parking lot where she was killed.